Bordeaux-Bègles face uncertainty ahead of Champions Cup quarter-final clash with Toulouse as the Investec Champions Cup quarter-finals loom. All eyes turn to Union Bordeaux-Bègles and the looming question marks over their two brightest stars. Sunday's showdown at Chaban-Delmas against Stade Toulousain promises fireworks, a fixture that has become one of the marquee clashes of French rugby in recent years. But this year, an injury cloud over the squad threatens to overshadow what should be a pure test of skill and strategy. Key players in doubt. Bordeaux's head coach, Yannick Brou, confirmed on Wednesday that star fly-half Matthieu Jalibert sustained a knee knock in training, while wing Louis Bielle-Biarrey was excused from the session due to fatigue. Though Brou was cautious, emphasizing that there was no confirmed structural damage to Jalibert, the announcement raises serious concerns. The French international has been central to UBB's European ambitions, orchestrating attacks, setting up scoring opportunities, and keeping defenses guessing with his tactical acumen. Jalibert's injury, even if minor, has ripple effects across the squad. His partnership with scrum half Maxime Lecou is the engine of Bordeaux's attack. Their timing, quick recycling, and ability to shift the point of attack will create the space Bielle-Biarrey needs to shine. The wing's finishing instinct, illustrated by 9 tries in the Six Nations alone this year, makes him arguably the most feared attacker in Europe at present. Without full contributions from these two, Bordeaux's offensive threat is significantly reduced. Brou, however, struck a measured tone in his press conference. He, Jalibert, complained a little about the knee, Brou said, but this is the same joint that has caused minor concerns before. The coming days will tell us more. Such caution is standard for protecting marquee assets, yet it leaves fans and pundits anxious, knowing that facing a Toulouse side renowned for defensive suffocation requires every weapon operating at peak capacity. Injury context. Bordeaux's squad has been further weakened by injuries in recent weeks. Rohan Janse van Rensburg, who suffered an Achilles rupture just minutes after entering against Leicester Tigers, is out for 7 to 8 months. Nicolas Deporter, shoulder, Joey Carberry, knee, Romain Burrows, ankle, Jean-Luc Dupreez, concussion, Cyril Cazaux, thigh, and Martin Pedrello, osteitis pubis, are all sidelined. This decimation leaves Brou with limited options in the center and wing positions, compounding the strategic pressure heading into the quarterfinal. The absence of Deporter and now Van Rensburg leaves Yoram Moefana as one of the few experienced midfield options available. Toulouse will undoubtedly take note, potentially exploiting gaps in the collision zones and breakdowns where UBB might be outmuscled. Toulouse, a formidable adversary opponent. Stade Toulousain are battle-tested and dangerous. While they carry their own injury list, including Ange Capuazzo, shoulder, Juan Cruz Malia, knee, Rodrigue Neti, Georges-Henri Colombi, and Mathis Castro Ferreira, all ankle, the return of Julien Marchand strengthens their front row. Thomas Ramos and Antoine Dupont, widely regarded as world-class in their positions, will direct Toulouse's attack, ensuring that Bordeaux cannot afford even minor lapses in concentration. Bordeaux, however, come into this fixture with an unbroken string of Champions Cup victories. Their 64-14 demolition of Leicester Tigers in the round of 16 was as dominant as any European performance in recent memory. Brou has built a team that operates as a cohesive unit across all 15 positions, capable of absorbing pressure and striking opportunistically when space opens up. Yet facing Toulouse, the margin for error is minimal, and any loss of key personnel could tip the balance in a tightly contested quarter-final. Tactical implications of key absences. The potential absence or limitation of Jalibert and Bielle-Biarrey alters Bordeaux's tactical landscape. Jalibert controls the tempo, manages the kicking game, and manipulates defensive alignments, giving the team options at the line. A compromised fly-half slows down the attack, allows Toulouse to press higher and faster, and forces players to make split-second decisions under duress. Breakdown battles will decide the match at its core. This quarter-final will likely be decided at the breakdown. François Cross and Jack Willis form one of the most imposing flanker duos in world rugby, and their ability to contest and secure loose ball will dictate whether Bordeaux's offensive machinery can function. If UBB fails to secure possession quickly, Jalibert has less time to make tactical decisions, and Bielle-Biarrey may never see the ball in space. The game's outcome could hinge on fractions of a second in contact zones, a brutal reality for a squad managing key absences, depth and experience. Despite these concerns, Bordeaux are battle-hardened. Their squad has navigated European competition for years, building cohesion and adaptability. Players like Moefana and Luku have European experience, and the collective resilience of Bruges' side cannot be underestimated. The team has repeatedly shown an ability to absorb pressure, maintain composure, and exploit opportunities when they arise. Toulouse's depth, however, is also significant. Dupont and Ramos orchestrate the backline with precision, while their forwards provide both physicality and continuity at the breakdown. Even missing several regulars, Toulouse possesses enough quality to exploit gaps and apply relentless pressure. This sets up a high-stakes tactical battle where preparation, discipline, and execution will be critical. The psychological dimension beyond injuries and tactics, the psychological landscape of the match adds another layer of intrigue. UBB are aware of their own record, 13 consecutive Champions Cup victories, a demonstration of consistency, focus, and belief. The memory of last year's 35-18 semi-final win over Toulouse also provides confidence. Yet the pressure of a quarter-final, coupled with the uncertainty surrounding their two brightest stars, introduces tension that players must navigate carefully. Bordeaux's coaching staff will need to manage not only physical preparation but also mental readiness, ensuring that players remain focused and do not allow speculation about injuries to undermine performance. Toulouse, meanwhile, will leverage their experience and the aura of their world-class players to impose psychological pressure on the visitors. Strategic adjustments. Bru and his staff are likely already considering multiple contingency plans. Adjustments may include altering attacking patterns to reduce reliance on Jalibert's kicking game, using Moefana and other centers in rotation to maintain defensive integrity, emphasizing breakdown control to neutralize Toulouse's physical advantage, rotating wing and backline options to preserve energy and limit exposure to defensive blitzes. In effect, the strategy will focus on maintaining structural coherence while exploiting moments of space created by defensive errors. Success will require precise execution and disciplined communication across all positions. The stakes. This quarter-final represents more than just another Champions Cup match. For Bordeaux, it is a test of resilience, adaptability, and depth. Winning without their two star players would cement the team's reputation as a European powerhouse capable of overcoming adversity. For Toulouse, the match is a chance to assert dominance in France and Europe, maintaining their reputation as one of the continent's most consistent and talented squads. The outcome will likely hinge on the availability and performance level of Jalibert and Bielle-Biarrey, the ability of Bordeaux's forwards to contest and secure ball at the breakdown, tactical execution under pressure, particularly in high-tempo scenarios, decision-making and adaptability when faced with Toulouse's blitz defense and structured attacks. Conclusion. As Sunday approaches, Bordeaux Beagles face a complex blend of hope, anxiety, and opportunity. Their two brightest stars, Jalibert and Bielle-Biarrey, remain pivotal to the team's chances. Even minor limitations could affect attacking rhythm and scoring potential, but Bordeaux's depth, cohesion, and European pedigree provide optimism. Toulouse, with a near full-strength squad of internationals, presents a formidable challenge. The clash promises a tactical masterclass, physical intensity, and moments of individual brilliance. Ultimately, the match may be decided in the collision zones and breakdowns, where possession and decision-making dictate the flow of the game. Whatever the outcome, this quarter-final will stand as a defining moment in the 2026 Investec Champions Cup, highlighting the interplay of skill, strategy, and resilience at the highest level of European rugby. Bordeaux Beagles must hope that their two brightest stars can rise to the occasion, or adapt seamlessly if they cannot. The stakes could not be higher, and the world will be watching.